Bowl for many is the culmination of years of sacrifice for the players and their families, from high school to college to the pros. And it's not just American kids looking to make their dream a reality. Australian punters have made their way into U.S. college football in numbers never seen before.
Our Yami Virgen has an exclusive 7-month investigation into troubling allegations of ineligible players taking football scholarships. Tonight, she shows us there may be a bigger problem here.
Australian punters and kickers are in high demand in college football. From the Notre Dame champions to programs right here in Texas. UT Austin, Texas Tech, and UTSA all have Australian players that have secured key roster spots. However, allegations surfaced 7 months ago suggesting that not all kickers and punters playing college football from Australia in the U.S. were eligible to receive not only a scholarship, but also a student visa, potentially violating NCAA regulations.
Well, the injustice is not only players that are doing it the right way, Australian international players, American players that are doing it the right way that have legit transcripts.
One college coach who spoke to us anonymously first encountered this issue while recruiting a player who had already used some of his eligibility in Australia. He later discovered that the same athlete was represented as a 4-year eligible freshman by the Australian company ProKick.
Apparently, he had started working with ProKick, and these coaches that I was talking to were under the impression that he had 4 years to play. He had never been to college. And I said, that's not what, when I was recruiting him, he had 3 years to play too.
We enlisted the help of an Australian private investigation company led by Ken Gamble to scrutinize the academic history of several Australian punters who have received a scholarship.
These students that we've investigated have attended university full time, and we don't believe that that was disclosed. If there's been misrepresentation of their educational standards, then this is not only a violation of the NCAA eligibility rules, but it's also a fraud.
In one case, an athlete's real transcript from an Australian school showed failing grades. However, the transcript submitted for NCAA eligibility had significantly higher grades, allegedly falsified to meet academic requirements.
He had 3 sets.
What?
So we had one from the school,
Okay.
one from ProKick, but when they looked at it and they sent it to him, his GPA wasn't high enough out of high school. So they redid it and he sent it to me. I said, why is it this one you got a B in it and this one you got a C?
An Australian trainer who also requested anonymity provided us with several transcripts that he claims were altered by ProKick to help players secure U.S. scholarships.
There was a kid that actually outed himself. They sat down, he sat down with his advisor and said, oh, you need to take these classes and these classes. And then he's like, no, I already took that in university. And they said, what? They did some research and they said, you've already went to uni, you got, 2 weeks to pack your bags and get out of here.
We reached out to ProKick Australia for a comment, but have not received a response. Coaches and trainers tell us this not only undermines the integrity of the scholarship system, but also takes away opportunities from American athletes. Mike Maccabee, a renowned special teams coach, has voiced frustration over the impact of ProKick's recruitment on the U.S. market.
Punting has dropped over, 54.3%.
Maccabee is the owner and founder of One-on-One Kicking, one of the top training programs in the country. We're specifically talking about ProKick. Are you familiar with some of them and what's been going on?
Yeah, I am. Yes, I think the whole country pretty much knows in our industry and kicking what's going on.
Like other coaches and trainers we spoke to, Maccabee believes many of these players were not eligible due to issues with grades and prior playtime in Australia. He argues that there needs to be better oversight in college football.
When you see a certain company that guarantees that you're going to have a full scholarship no matter where you go. Or if you come there to train there, that's a big red flag.
If these athletes' eligibility records were falsified, then their student visas may also contain false information.
If you're coming from a different country, you'd have to alter your visa just to be able to get into the United States. So, you know, that there is a big no-no.
Our sources say the fault lies not with the players themselves, but with the companies representing them and the college coaches accepting them without proper independent verification. Another source with the NCAA tells us it is difficult to verify documents halfway around the world.
So it's not necessarily their fault, but it is like these college coaches, they don't really know either, because they're taking Pro Kick at face value when they say, no, he has never been to college.
Private investigator Ken Gamble believes the ultimate responsibility falls on U.S. colleges to properly vet scholarship applicants.
What they should be doing is they should be getting the student to sign a disclosure document, allowing them to seek the information. They should sign a letter of authority, allowing the university over there to obtain any historical educational records from universities in Australia.
Jamie Virgen, Fox SA.